Man. Welcome everybody to the Culture Shock Podcast. It's your boy Pat Bayless, and I'm back in the building with the starting five. Starting off with Tay. What up, Tay?
Hey, what's going on?
What up, Ken?
Welcome back, Tay.
Yeah,
what up?
I know it wasn't the same without me. I know.
Oh, here she goes.
I know.
Czar's in the building. What up?
Star.
What happened to the little?
I know.
you
Press
back
the
there?
button. Yeah. All that.
And Amber's in the building. What up,
What's
Amber?
up?
So what's up with y'all? Everybody good? Everybody feeling good?
Everything healthy, bro.
I was
Yeah.
good till I saw you.
Oh, it's normal. I was good till I heard you.
Thanksgiving.
Pat said I heard that a few times before.
Yeah, exactly. Heard that through my 20s, but everybody else is good. Everybody had a good
I just
week.
want to say,
Oh,
today,
yes.
I planned on saying, Pat, I'm so sorry. We wild out on you. And you know what? I fucking take it back.
Oh.
I mean, I take it back. And I'm not even going to apologize to you.
I like that.
I'm wild out on again.
I like that.
I really thought she was going with this apology for a second.
No,
And
I
she said,
didn't.
never mind.
Wait, so I have a
Pat, I
question.
will never apologize
What
for
made
you
you
being
flip
an
the script?
ass.
He was just talking so crazy.
What made you
Pat
flip
acts
the
so
original
innocent,
script?
guys.
Well,
Pat acts so innocent when we're
Nice guy.
potting.
I'm telling you,
That's
I'm
alright.
right.
kind of true. I'm not gonna lie.
I finally have backup in that sense. He be sitting here to y'all like he's some pristine ass fucking angel, and then when the cameras is off, he big dog.
Big
Shut
dog.
the fuck
Eric?
up. Puffing out your chest like that damn
Stand
puffer
up for
jacket.
yourself.
Get your fucking
No, that's
titties
the
out.
myself. They
Get your
talking that real
fucking,
shit.
your fucking A cups out. Relax.
You one slip away from your whole shit talk phone. That's what you talking about.
If a tip fall out, y'all gotta cash out us each $1.
Yeah.
Shout out to Pat.
Cause Pat need that $1 back.
Shout out to Pat.
Yeah.
He's, you know.
Somebody send Pat his dollar, please.
I'll take it
Please.
back. I'll definitely take it back. Post.
Wait, so what made you flip your original script? Shameless plug.
I'm about to flip the script on you.
She angry.
Yeah.
Kenny. Flip the script on him.
Yeah.
You're gonna act like he wasn't just chatting?
I don't know
Right.
what happened.
Yeah,
Right, what is the buffoonery?
You trying to act like you don't know what's going on neither. What?
Close that.
She said what?
Y'all can't.
What the fuck
They
y'all
on
want?
10.
You got it. All right. Cool.
Everybody on 10 today. I need y'all to
Everybody is
relax a
on
little
10. We definitely gotta relax. We definitely gotta
I'm
relax.
not on
Ever.
10.
Relax
Yeah,
for
Amber's
who?
chilling. Amber's relaxed right
I
now.
wanted to relax so bad. Like that was my original plan. Stop
Well,
playing.
one thing
that.
I'll say is that y'all aren't bad at communication, but today we are talking about bad communication and the power of the tongue. Not in no sexual way, because I know that's where y'all
I was
minds
gonna
went.
say,
I know that's where y'all minds. know that's where y'all minds
it's
went.
crazy. And
Right
it's
to
all
the
about to
gutter.
find out the power of mind.
That's face.
I like that. I like
That
that. I
hit
like
late.
that.
I was like, wait, what you just say?
Straight to the point. What, Pat? What was you saying?
I was just saying it's not like that. But
Mm-hmm.
bad communication, I think everybody runs in a circle where there may be a friend, a family member, a loved one, or anything that is bad at communicating, right? Or we have people in businesses that's bad at communicating. My question to you is, do you guys find bad communication within an age group, or do you find bad communication within somebody that may not be, I want to say in tune with their emotions? So like when you talk and when you communicate with somebody, sometimes emotions is involved. So would you say like an age group thing? Is it more of an age group thing? No?
No, definitely
Okay,
not.
so go ahead, Tony.
Because I've had certain examples in my life that I can for sure say that it's not based on age.
Mhm.
I've had issues with my family members who are way older and should know way better, and unfortunately, they just haven't healed, and therefore, I got to deal with their problems because they didn't deal with it themselves. So, no, I don't think it's an age thing whatsoever.
So you think it's just, but then you would think it would be emotion because you're saying they haven't healed.
Yeah, absolutely. They didn't take care of what they needed to take care of. Obviously, they have some pent up anger, resentment, what have you, but it's something that they haven't dealt with, and so now you got to deal with it.
Right.
I mean, I think it's tough because like everybody chooses a different way in which they choose to communicate. You know what I'm saying? Whether that be action or it could be words. So it kind of depends on the person. So I wouldn't say age. It kind of depends on like just kind of how you interpret certain things because it could be miscommunicated. Like if you're saying like say you're just showing somebody stuff with actions like whether that be your significant other or something like that. You're just showing them actions, but you don't know how to express that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they may need the words or the what's the word I'm looking for? that damn
Affirmation.
yeah, exactly, that's the word I'm looking for. They need that affirmation in words opposed to just actions. So it's like, I don't know, like if you can miscommunicate even though you feel like that's the way that it should be because that's how you choose to communicate, but like if you don't give people that affirmation with the words, they may not be received.
Can I piggyback just off that real quick? For me personally, I'm a big person of like words of affirmation. Like I'm a person that does that. I'm gonna tell you how I feel. I'm gonna, I'm pretty much gonna let it all out as far as like what I say, right? But I also a person that loves that back, and I've had people in my life that what you're saying, they won't say it. They'll show in action, but they won't say it. So sometimes people are hard to read in that communication process, where you're like, because you may not see the action may not be every day. The action may be just through little things. They may cook for you, and that's their love to you. But maybe sometimes you want to walk in with a nice puffer jacket on, and they tell you, "Baby, you look good today." You know what I'm saying? Something like that is good. You know what I'm saying?
You're not walking in nowhere with them dumbass puffer jackets. Talking about, baby, I look good.
Like
Baby, you look like a
how I
fucking
allow myself,
worm,
right?
bitch.
Like I allow that
You
stuff.
look like it's your first day of third grade
What you
most
look
of
like?
the time.
Go ahead, Tay.
I look like
Go
the
ahead.
baddest bitch on the block.
Okay.
Oh God, go ahead,
Who's
Tay.
clocking that? I get paid to look like this.
Okay.
What you get paid to do?
Pull them glasses up.
The brick
Cat
shit.
baby.
Yeah, he's handy manny. He said, "Pull my glass." Hold on.
No, that was
Because if Pat ever thought I was ugly, just because I don't have, hold on, ugly.
I like that.
Come on,
Yeah.
come on. That's a choice. I'm not. Come on. I could have came on here with no makeup. It's never a problem. Okay. Just make that understood.
No.
Just make that understood.
I like it. Can you answer
Alright.
my question now?
I agree with everybody here. To be honest, I do believe that there are older adults in my life that I'm like, damn, y'all fucking suck at communicating. But I was fortunate enough to go through things and be around certain people where I was able to learn how to communicate properly. It's also like it really is perception, because they might not even realize that they're not properly communicating. They may not see it like that because that's all they know is to communicate it in the way that they know how to communicate. Sometimes a lot of people, no offense, if the shoe fits, lace it up and go for a jog. I don't care.
That was so good.
If you're a product of, some people are no more than a mere product of their environment, and that's okay. If you choose to stay in that way, that's your choice. I'm just me where I'm at in my life. If you have a problem communicating, I can't do too much for you. Like you have to. I feel like you should be willing to learn how to communicate, so as to be able to have better relationships with other people, because not everybody communicates the same.
Right.
Sorry with the no mic. Come on, grab that mic and let's
Don't
hear
do
it.
that to her.
I'm just kidding.
that's not
I'm
okay.
just joking.
Rip his wig off.
Violence. He's asking for violence.
Yeah.
I agree though. I feel like communication is about who you're communicating with. It doesn't matter the age group. It's also really about you. You guys could hear me in your headphones, right?
Yeah, but just move a little closer to Kenny.
Oh, of course.
You like that?
Always tell me what to do.
Yo, lean on that
Communication
me.
is
Lean
always
on
about
that man.
Look, lean on yo me.
Hey.
I might be losing my thoughts. Chill. Communication.
Got you
is
blushing.
Not even. It's about my brain, not him. My brain don't work like that. Communication is also about you, though. I feel like, because I'm thinking about when you said what you said, which I forgot, but I thought about my mom. And all we do is argue, but we're like best friends. So it's like one thing we're gonna do is argue before we get off the phone, though. But I'm starting to learn that you can't change the way somebody else is communicating. I have to change how I'm communicating with her now. So it's like communication is really more about you than the next person, though. But it's also about choosing who you're gonna communicate with. Because if it wasn't my mom, sure,
Right,
I'm
don't
talking to
tolerate
her.
that shit.
Sure. Anybody else though, like I'm cutting relationships off if I notice you don't communicate well. But like people in your family, sometimes you may have to put up with that. But if you could remember it's about you, then maybe communication will get better regardless of who you're communicating with. So communication is a tricky thing.
Sorry, can I ask you a question on to piggyback off that? Because I have people in my family that are like that too, that just agitate me. Like, and it's not sometimes communication, excuse me. Because I communicated to them, I don't like that, or you agitate me when you do certain things like that. So where is it communication and just their habit of that's who they are? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sure everybody has people, whether
I got something
be-
right after this.
you know
after
what
she
I'm
goes to
saying?
say.
Like, where does that draw the line for you? Because you saying your communication with you say your mom is not there. So is it communication, or do you think it's habit now? Like she gets under your skin quick, or is it communication?
It could also be because, like, when it comes in terms of my mom, when it comes to certain communications, you could also be having miscommunication with somebody because you're more alike than them with them than you think.
Good part.
Also, it is about habit because how somebody communicates is how that person is, right? So when we're talking about people who are older, you can't change someone who's older. They're stuck in their ways, but they're stuck in their ways because that's how they communicate. So if that's the only way they know how to communicate, I feel like this generation is so blessed because there's a lot more things we can see and know and get ahead of. I mean, it's probably like that for other generations, but I feel like this generation is like taking it, in a different way where we're like trying to make certain changes. And maybe that's from like social media or something because you're affected so much by social media and that's how we're communicating now. So we're trying to like get ahead of the problem. But I feel like if you're understanding that you can mitigate that, risk of bad communication, then you just got to be understanding. People communicate by being how they are. So if you don't accept that person how they are, you're not going to be able to communicate with them. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
makes
no,
sense.
it does make sense.
It makes a lot of sense. Also, protect your peace. Don't stress yourself out trying to over communicate something because you feel like you're not getting through to them or whatever the case might be. Like she said, some people are just stuck in their ways. So if I communicate something to you and you just don't get it, I might see it as it's blatant disrespect and I'm just going to withdraw. I'm not about to sit here and be fucking red in the face trying to beat you over the head with something, trying to communicate with you because I did my part. I did the best I can. You either get it or you don't. And if I can't get you to get it, then it is what it is. That's between you and God, and we're just going to move on from there because I'm not going to dwell in the past about it. I'm not about to be stressing. I'm just going to now know, okay, so for the next situation, this is how I'm going to handle it instead of this one.
Right.
I'm just not even going to engage in this type shit.
Now I want to go into social media. I already brought up social media, and we can answer this. Being that me, you are the oldest, so
Are we?
yes.
Oh, don't look over here. I'm the
Sadly.
youngest. I'm
Sadly, we the oldest. So
Don't look at
communication,
me.
I would say, when me and you were kids, communication really wasn't with a phone, right? Our
Right.
communication was, I'm sure it was for y'all too, but our communication was, our friends pull up to the house. They knock
You
on
had
the
to
door.
turn the dial.
Shut that
Word.
Passing notes.
Facts,
Yeah,
passing
notes.
notes.
I was happy with
That was
that.
in school, but they knock on the door. Like your day was, is my friend about to knock on my door to go play ball or whatever? That was the highlight of the day. Like that's what you would wait for. All right. Oh, you see the bikes outside? Everybody at that crib. All right, bet. You know what I'm saying? So communication now is cell phone. We're addicted to this device, right? So let's just go to you, for example. You say that people be in your DMs, right?
Yeah.
Do you see a lack of communication skills with a lot of these men? Let's just use men for now. With a lot of these men, the way they come at you or talk to you, do you see like the lack of communication because of a lot of people nowadays are behind the phone instead of in person talking?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think especially I've been like dating on and off. I come across a lot of men who are very talkative when they're on the phone, and like you can really sense their personality, but when you get to see them in person, they're quiet and they're like weird. Like, why did you have all
Like,
that energy
get
on the
outta
phone and
here.
then when we met each other you started like, you know what I mean? To me,
They be intimidated. Not to get off of your point, but I think that's an
Really?
intimidation thing. What?
Girl,
Come
you're
on, keep
fire,
going, keep
so
going.
I can
Anyway,
see
keep
it.
going.
oh, thank you. No, but like it
It
to
be
me it's
females-
weird.
Shut up, you sent her
It be
$1 talking
the same
about
thing with some
I
females
ain't
too, though.
intimidated.
It
Ever.
be the same thing with some females too.
I mean, have I been weird on a date? Yeah, but because I was uncomfortable to the point where I was like, like this is like I want to go. But if not, I'm gonna sit there and like try and get to know you and have a
Yeah.
conversation with you. That's the whole point. Also, I think, and I don't want to say it's a miscommunication. This is really something that's planned out. Just say what you want from the beginning. That in itself will push that relationship to a whole nother level, whether you guys just end up being friends. But stop trying to mislabel what your feelings are because you just want to get a yes out of somebody. And that goes for anything, a job, friends. Don't be just saying shit to say shit. Like, really portray who you are as a person. To me, that's super important in every aspect of your life. So,
Twin,
Nah,
where
for
have
real.
you been?
I want to say you're lucky you still getting people on the phone. Cause what?
Nah, wait,
It's so hard to get dudes on the phone
Why?
nowadays.
What?
I love that. Talk to me.
You don't have to. I could slide in your DMs and we're gonna talk from there. Like the fact that you're even on the phone, like this generation. Oh, we suck so bad. Why do you want to text me to death?
no.
Why do you want to text me to death? So
FaceTime,
I
call
feel
you.
like at least you got them on the phone
Yeah.
and then in person.
Zara, it's a
Even
promo.
that's like getting away.
It's the promo? What do they got to do? They got to FaceTime. They
I
got to
think,
call you.
I think after a while of texting, FaceTime me. See
What's
if
a
I
while?
answer.
What's a while?
Wait, so you taking random FaceTime calls if somebody just
I
calls
said
you on
after a
FaceTime?
while.
No, but they're
Bro,
talking.
I'm just saying.
Ken, she says she falls in love in 25 minutes.
Oh
So
my
This go
God.
way back.
Nobody-
You done pulled up the
I think I said
archives.
2 hours.
nobody knows
I think I said
you.
2
I think you
like
said 24
I
minutes,
do.
actually.
You're gonna stop singing. I don't care if you're my ear.
You gonna stop
Make it fast,
singing.
too.
Stop singing. What?
Nah.
So when do you decide to FaceTime or call?
First night.
I'm not even gonna lie. I don't
getting
be
to it.
FaceTime and calling shit like that.
You text to death.
No,
Uh-oh.
not really.
You an
So you don't
in-person
talk?
person.
Yeah, I do.
Ken, what do you do? This is what he does.
What is he sending? Carrier pigeons?
Yo, Ken gets me tight because anytime it's a scenario, this is how he answers everything. No,
Yeah,
I don't.
they-
No, when I'm
No, I don't.
asking you answer.
No, I
What
don't.
is he, an
So what's the
FBI?
answer?
I do FaceTime calls. I'm not
This be
gonna front.
tight.
But like texting to death, I mean, yeah, I will. But I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm a super busy person because I make time for things I want to do. But 9 times out of 10, I'll probably be at work. So yeah, I'm gonna text you to death. I might call you, but most
Text
likely
and
not.
You're not
Right.
using your hands at work, so you rather text me than have me in your AirPods.
Nah, I'll be driving.
Nah, see that's toxic though. Chill
How's
out.
that
I'm not gonna
No,
lie.
I'm not saying be on
I'll be
the
driving.
phone.
No,
it's not-
Be on
no,
the
no,
phone
no, 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 no.
24/7. I
I'm a-
really don't want to talk neither. So don't get to what's
All
toxic.
right, there you
'cause
go.
little do you
Okay,
know, I don't want
cool.
to talk neither.
All right, good.
But if you're texting me to death,
Okay.
I
But I
especially
thought-
don't want to talk now.
I thought you meant like talk all day
No.
and then be
That's
on the
not-
AirPod.
When you
That's an
call, I be hanging
assumption.
up the phone
Right.
on you if you don't keep it short. So what you talking about? Keep it short.
That's me.
Everybody, but
That's not what she said at all.
Yeah, no.
But I'm just saying, I was just using that scenario because there is people out there that talk
Me?
No,
all
that
day,
is toxic.
then
Mhm.
be on pod, and then why you leave me on the AirPod? Like, bro, I just talked to you.
No,
For,
man,
no,
not me.
I'm
I'm
we're not on
sorry.
the phone with dead silence.
It's
having
no
nothing to
reason.
talk about, but
I don't want to sit there and talk all fucking day because I don't know. At least at this age, we could text here and there, call to check in on me. By the end of the day, especially if I know I'm gonna see you, what the fuck we got to talk about? What we got to talk about? I don't.
and
What,
then that's the
how?
next thing. What am I
That's
doing?
why
'Cause we're not
relationships
texting
get
all
boring.
fucking
I'm
month.
sorry, it's true. Why? That's really why. Like after like 7-8 months of talking to somebody, and maybe I'm wrong.
Huh?
Maybe I just ain't been in love like y'all. But I've done that whole like talking all day, every day shit, and it's like to me that's how relationships get fizzle out fast. That's it's like because it's like at the
Now
end of
you
the day
don't
we don't
own
got
me.
shit to like talk about. It's like damn, like okay, we already went through the stage of getting to know each other. We have some things in common we could talk about, whatever the case might be. But if I already know how every minute of your day went.
Don't WYD me all day.
I
You
was
know
about
what
to say,
I'm doing?
going back to the episode,
You know
what
I'm
you doing?
Stop that. No.
Shame me.
And bro, you a good texter?
No, everybody knows this. My
Hell
friends like
no.
Yeah.
To the
no, honestly,
no.
everybody
I'm
knows.
a
But
shitty
I am the
texter.
Me.
person that like
You don't
if
even
you're-
answer our group chat.
No, honestly, I'm not. When I tell you I'm working or I'm in school, and if I'm on my phone, I'm doing some real shit. Like I'm really not.
I'm the
No.
same way. I don't, and you know what? My friends be trying to say whatever about it. I don't give a fuck. Y'all been friends with me for how long? So I don't fucking feel bad. I don't like talking on the phone, and I don't like texting. All my work is on my phone. My job is my phone now. So if I don't fucking answer, don't get mad. I'm more of an in-person person. I like to feel the vibes. Like I
Yeah,
like
me
to
too.
So how do we
fucking
get
laugh
through to
and
you to
shit.
Make plans and stuff.
I'm
Not
gonna
that you
probably
don't
reach out.
answer,
I'm gonna
but,
probably
like,
be the one to be like
how do your
I mean,
friends-
if when I have the chance to answer, I'm always gonna answer. When I have the time, I'm always gonna answer. But more often than not, it'll be me like, yo, what you doing? I'm about to come slide on you right now,
Okay.
like type shit.
Word?
I'll get back to you, but like maybe not
Yeah.
right away.
It's a fact.
Like
And bro, like a message, and then that's it. No,
yeah,
whole
legit,
reach-
but the the caveat to that is my friends know that if you fucking need me, like
Right, you gonna be
me,
there.
like, yo, I just got my ass beat. I'm
Right.
showing
I'm
up.
already
I'm
already 2
there
minutes
before you're there.
from
You want to know
Like,
something? Remember I had asked y'all about the clothing? Remember y'all answered?
Oh my God, he's about to try to yell at us on
Okay,
camera.
No.
Hold on, where's
on
this going?
camera.
Y'all answered. And then remember I asked you, I said, did you see it? She said, yeah, but I just forgot to answer.
Okay,
Okay.
you gonna
I
yell
was
at her on
busy.
camera?
No, here's the thing. Pat knows how freaking busy I am, and
Yes,
he will
she is busy.
hit me up every day with the same shit.
Yeah. Gotta make
And
sure
he
you're
knows-
alive.
But see,
already
that's
knows
why
what's
I
gonna
don't feel
happen.
bad. People like that, I'm sorry, I love my friends to
Okay,
death, but
but
that's what I don't feel
I
bad
gotta
about.
make
Because
sure
if you
she
know what
alive.
it is, you know what it
Yeah.
is. Okay, and we gonna make sure, but you're not about to get on me about it, bitch. You know
I
what it
didn't
is.
get on her about
This
it. I
how
just
it's always
asked.
been.
Pat knows I'm
What's the
alive,
expect-
bro.
exactly,
I'm
what's the
like a cat.
expectation?
I got 9 fucking lives. I jumped out of a moving car.
Okay.
Stop.
Like, come on,
shit.
I'm all right.
Really, you'll be okay.
Has there, like you was talking about your friend, has there ever been friends where they were close to you or they were like your brother or sister or whatever,
Yeah.
and they just lacked communication and your friendship fizzled out? Has anybody ever been in that situation?
Yeah, for sure.
You want to start? Go ahead. Yeah,
Oh.
you can start.
Oh.
You can start. Go ahead.
So I had this best friend growing up. We literally lived together. We did everything together. I got kicked out of my house and I was living with her for a hot minute. And when I mean we were like sisters, eventually as we started getting older, of course, we started dating and doing things like that. And I just kind of realized that the relationship took a whole fucking turn. Like it was little things before that, but nothing that could ever break us apart. But once we started like dating, that shit went to the left real quick. And for me, it hurt because, I mean, I get it. Live your fucking life. We don't have to talk every day. We don't have to have the same friendship dynamic that we had. But don't fuck me over because you found something new. You know what I mean? That I don't appreciate. And like I said, like a lot of girlfriends try to come back. Oh, hey, like I want to talk to you. Like let's sit. Nah.
Right.
You already showed me your true colors. You know what I mean? And this is somebody like I went to bat for. Anything they needed, like fist fight, everything, I was there. No matter what. And so I was like, all right, cool. I'm done. Wait.
You've been tight.
I'm mad.
Yeah, Zari, what you got?
I
know you got a
While
story.
you were saying it, and I'm thinking I may be that friend. I think I may be the friend who doesn't communicate. One of my friends told me that. She was like, if I don't hit you up, I wouldn't even. I'm like, what you mean? You hit me up. So
Sorry, get
why
close.
would I hit you up if you're always hitting me
There you
up?
go, right there.
Was my thought. But now that I think about it, that's a bad friend.
No.
So, I don't know though. I think I'm more so that friend because I also, like I say all the time, like I'm like really sensitive, so like I can't play with my heart type shit. So I can't really put myself in that type of situation. And that's why I'll really hurt him because.
And that's why I really hurt him because, yo.
But
I'm
like,
sorry.
I think that's always what was that barrier for me, like with reaching out to people and stuff like that, because I know like what type of person I am, and so I don't know. Like I hope that certain things, like I'm not gonna switch up on you if I'm like dating or certain things like that, but like as far as communication, I might be that friend that doesn't communicate well, so I can't say that that's ever happened to me because one, I don't communicate enough for that to happen, and two, if you don't communicate with me good enough, there will be no communication.
Well, here's the thing. Like, I love what you said, but for me, it wasn't just the communication. Because, like I said, I'm not good at communicating myself. But I want to know that as a friend, if I need you, you're there for me.
Yeah.
You're not just gonna push me to the side. And that's what the issue was. Once she started dating, shit started getting real sketchy. And I would talk to her as a friend, like, "Yo, don't put me in these kind of situations again. I don't like that shit." And then it would happen again, and I'm like,
Wow.
Okay, so
Giving
I see.
chances, man.
it's not a communication.
So it's
thing.
like
I
that's
just
not a
wanna
community. You
know-
putting me in circumstances I probably wouldn't be in if I wasn't dealing with you.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Different, but I get it.
Good dog.
Shit. I feel like I kind of had the same friends for a long time, so it's like our communication I know is bad, but like I'm the type of person to show like communicate off action. So like you guys said that you need the affirmation for the most part.
Right.
I may not say it, like I might not say those words, but like off my actions, like showing up when, like you said, if your friend calls me and like they need you, you're gonna pull up. Like whether the case may be if they down bad and they need some help, I'm gonna be that friend that could try to help you in that situation as much as I can. So I more so do by action than affirmation words. So I know some people need, like some of my friends, they kind of need that. They grew up with it and they didn't get that, but they need that from their friends.
Right.
And I more so gravitate to people that show actions. So it's like, that's just my form of communication. So it's like, it's weird, like with me and my friends and shit like that, but it's like, we may not like be cool for a little while or whatever the case may be, or we may not see, I just say we may not be cool because we'll always be cool because we're like, I say this all the time on the pause. Like I call my friends my brothers, like straight up. I introduce them as my brother, everything like that. So, it will never not be cool, but there's times where we don't see eye to eye and shit like that. And, or they may be doing some shit that I just don't want to be around or whatever the case may be. So it's just like, I don't know. I don't know if I'm straying too far away from the question, but like,
No,
No, you're not.
in terms of like being that friend, like how Zaria said, my communication might be a little bit like
this is a
on the
perfect
lower.
episode. I love
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm starting to understand a little bit more, and like maybe I need to fix that, and maybe like appreciate their feelings a little bit more, and like just give them those words of affirmation, or like even with family and shit like that too. So I don't know. That's like,
This is what this conversation for.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tay.
I feel like I play like a little bit devil advocate here because I'm on like both ends. Like I don't know. I'm very much like I would say I'm a very low maintenance friend. I definitely went through a scenario like that. I had one friend. We was very close for like 2 years, and we kind of like fell off. And it was more so because in a similar sense that like you was bringing me around things. We fell off because I felt like once I started trying to better myself and didn't want to be around certain things, then all of a sudden there was issues. Now I'm working more. I'm trying to get like my money right. Now it's you don't see me every day. You don't talk to me every day. I'm trying to better myself. I'm busy because I'm working. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always said I'm a very low maintenance friend. I've always been like that. And all of my friends are low maintenance friends as well. Like I have a lot of friends that don't even live in this state. Most of my closest friends don't live in this state or just came back, like are just coming back. I don't have a lot of like close, like best fucking friends that like we text and call every day. But at the end of the day, they know I'm always the first one they gonna call if they need me. Like I have one of my best friends, she's moved to Florida when we was like 19, I think. It was like 19 when she left, or 20. And I haven't seen her in like 3 years, but I'm about to do her entire bridal party's makeup in May. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she asked that, like I was at her engagement party. Like for me, it's not about, I could talk to you every single day and be a bad fucking person to you. That means nothing. That means absolutely nothing. Because I'm still, at the end of the day, even if I don't talk to you every day, there's going to be a day or whatever where I'm just like, yo, I was just thinking about you. I fucking love you, you dumbass. What are you doing? Like, give me a call. Like, I love you. I miss you. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to give you that. It might not be all the time, but I understand, at least for myself, I understand that we're at that age where you might be working all day. I got friends with kids. I'm not about to blow your phone up. I'm one of like the last of my friends that don't have kids. I'm not about to beat your phone up. I'm not doing it. You got a child to take care of. You know what I'm saying? You don't need to be sitting on the phone with me. You trying to work. You trying to get your, or they have relationships. Like, you don't need to be on the phone with me every day, but I know what it is. When I need you, you gonna be there, and vice versa. And I can appreciate that, and I know they appreciate that back. It's never like, I don't know. It's like we could not talk for like, I have friends, we could not talk for like 6 months,
That's a
get on the
fact.
phone, and
Yeah,
it's
me
like
too.
we just picking up right where we
Word.
left off. Like it's just
That's a
smooth.
fact.
It's no gaps. It's oh shit. Like we over here cackling. You know what I'm saying? Like my best friend since I was 10 years old. Like it's always been that we was mad close. Like growing up, like till like high school, and then right out of high school, she moved to Georgia, and we probably seen each other this year I went down to Georgia for my birthday and her birthday because our birthdays are 4 days apart. That was my first time seeing her in like 2 years. And it was like nothing happened. She just had a son. And we talk way more. She about to move back out here. We talk way more and stuff. But it's like, we wouldn't trip if it was like 6-7 months of us not talking. We gonna be like, yo, you good? Like, yo, I gotta put you on because this happened. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just always how it been for me and my friends. We never really like worried about it. But I also have the friends that like, they communicate well. If something bothers them, they know they can just tell me. There's no reason for us to argue or get weird. Just tell me. And I like having those friends around. The friend that fizzled out, she couldn't handle if I was like, yo, I don't like that you're talking to me like that. Like, I don't like that you're doing that, please. Or like if we got into an argument, she going straight to like the name calling and shit like that. I'd be like, yo, you like, come on. Like, I don't do that type of shit with my friends. It don't got to get weird like that. I'm not used to that. My friends and me, we can correct each other and critique each other without it being disrespectful. It's like, yo, I might be your friend, but I'm not about to sit here and tell you you're not wrong. You're being a fucking dumbass.
Right.
And they don't take offense to that. So I don't know. I don't think that I'm necessarily bad at communicating. I don't think they are either being bad friends. I think it's just knowing your friend.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's a big part. I mean,
But there's different love languages, Pat.
well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But
Have you guys read that book?
I haven't read the book, but like,
Yeah.
I'll bring it in. But
Yeah.
basically it describes, that's still communication.
Yeah.
It's just different forms of communication
yeah.
to express that you care about somebody. And for me, like, I do the affirmation shit, and that's what I love the most. You could say everything, I've been through it with so many men, but if you're not backing it up, like, you're really not saying shit to me.
a word.
Yeah, like for me,
that's my
actions
whole
speak
thing.
louder.
But that's my whole thing. Is like that's why I prefer actions in communication,
Right.
opposed to because you could say a whole bunch of things. You could say that I love you. You could say all that stuff. If you ain't doing the stuff that follows up with it, it's like you just saying shit. You know what I'm saying?
but
But for your friend who needs it,
But I just think that there's also
But-
levels,
yeah.
man. Like
You
there's so many levels to friendship, love, whatever you want to call it. Like, Mel, my best friend, we could literally not talk for months. It's happened before. Literally not talk for months. And the second I see him, it's like I just saw you yesterday. You don't have friends like that every day. Same thing Tay saying. There's certain friends you could call up, or Amber said, you call up, they're going to pull up for you. When my dad died, my best friend was there on the couch every single day. Whenever he needs me, it don't matter if we haven't talked for a couple weeks, a couple months, I'm there. If it's something, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? So, like, love for your friend, there's different levels to that shit. And then when it's relationships or females, like me and Amber obviously had different types of relationships, but she knows I'll be there for her, vice versa. And also, we've had times where we didn't speak for years. And the next time I seen you, it was like
that
we
makes
just
it sound real old.
It does.
Right.
but I've known her for a while, and like the minute I see her, it's like I just seen you yesterday. You can't have that with everybody. The thing is, you can't have that with everybody. As much as people want to make it seem like that, there's friends. I always say this: certain friends are just for certain occasions, certain occasions,
acquaintances.
certain reasons. Exactly.
Yeah.
There's not really if somebody's a true friend, they're gonna be there for you. Like you said, you're not coming at me disrespectful. I may not agree with what you're doing, but I'm gonna try to support you the best way I can. And I've had friends that have been like, Pat, you wildin'. I still love you, but you wildin', and vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Like,
So how
I
do
got
you
your
feel?
back.
I mean, to cut
No,
you
you
off.
good.
How do you feel about that when, like, the situation you just brought up? Like, say if you verbalize to a friend that needs those affirmations, like you said, if you're wilding and you say something about that, then they kind of flip it on you. Like,
thank God I've never had that situation where they flip it, but I've also I've been in a situation where like I've seen myself in it, like in them, in that situation. I'm like, I see where it's headed, but I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna be like, yeah, bro, you're doing the right thing. I'm gonna be like, listen, this is where it might head. Like, just be prepared. Like, you know, I love you, but if you keep falling, I'm gonna pick you up. I know Tay has spoke on previous episodes about talking about like eventually it's like I don't want to hear it no more. I'm a little bit more of like I'm still gonna hear it, even though
Let
I
me
know
correct
you
you
was going
on
there.
that, because it's not that I don't want to hear it. I would gladly listen to it. What I meant by that was you're not going to put me in situations where you're playing me as a pawn in situations, because I have friends that like they'll end up in situations with their significant other, and then somehow they're coming to me advice, and then somehow now that nigga doesn't fucking rock with me because you came to me and asked my honest opinion, and then went back and said to him what I said and was like, well, Taylor's like, come on, like, no. And that's like, I can't, that's what I mean by I'm gonna protect my peace with my friends. I will gladly let you vent, but I'm not going to beat you over that. I'm not your parent. Some people have to learn. If I see me in you, you got to learn the hard way, because that's how I learned. If that's the case, I'm going to let you fall. I'm going to be there, and I'm going to be like, all right, come on, get back up. Like, come on, like, get the fuck back up. But I'm not going to sit there and keep giving you the same advice over and over and over again, because at a point, if I told you this, you're going to see that it's redundant at a point. Right. You're going to get tired of hearing me say the same thing over and over and over again. And I'm not gonna do that to you, but I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna be a listening ear, and we gonna figure out what to do next. This is what I think that could work for you. If not, you don't want to go that route. That's fine, bro. I'm still gonna be here, but I'm not gonna sit there and be like, oh, you gotta do this and you should do this and da da. I'm not placing myself in the middle of you and your situations. I'm not doing that.
No, I get it.
I'm gonna be a listening ear though. I'll do the best. If you ask for my advice, then I will give it. But if it's just you ranting about the same thing over and over and over again, I'm gonna just let you rant.
Do you ever speak things into existence and then see your friends go through it?
What do you mean?
Maybe for more so for myself.
No. But you ever, we're getting into that, but you ever tell a friend, like, listen, I'm not gonna lie, see, Shorty she kind of moving this way. I ain't gonna lie, like, it looks like it's headed this way. And you kind of speak that into the air, and it happens.
I try not to be too negative, but like I'll be like, listen, at the end of the day, the one thing I always say is trust your gut. It'll never fail you. You already know what you want to do, and I tell them this time and time again. You already know what you actually want to do. Otherwise, you wouldn't be coming to me asking for advice. You're looking for me to give you an answer to deter you from what you're already thinking. Like, all right, like for an example, if he's doing wild shit, disrespecting you, cheating, all this other shit, you coming to me, you think I should stay?
Right.
You're not asking me that because you think that I'm gonna answer and be like, yeah, work it out. You know I'm gonna say no, but you're looking for a little glimpse of hope. You're looking for, and I'm not gonna be the one to give you a fake fucking hope, but I'm also not gonna be the one to fucking be like, man, leave that stupid nigga alone, da 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 da. Because that's what everybody's gonna say. I'm gonna do whatever you feel is best for you in the moment. You do that.
Right.
I'm gonna be here regardless. Another thing I wanted to say about like this communication with like friends and shit is draw your boundaries with your friends. You're not their significant other. You're not their parent. You shouldn't be overly involved. At the end of the day, you're friends. If I had a child right now, all of my attention, fuck you, it's going to my kid. If I had a husband, fuck you, it's going to my husband, my immediate family that I'm taking care of. And I think that we're so used to like, because when we're young, we don't have those things. You know, we're kids. We're so used to being our friends being like one of the bigger relationships and shit. Like your friends are gonna be here. These niggas are gonna come and go. But what happens when you get married and you have a child and you're actually in a happy, successful relationship? Should you only be focusing on your friends?
No, absolutely not.
No.
But your friends should also not want that.
Right.
No. Czar, question, because I'm sorry to single you out.
Don't do that to her.
Sorry to single you out, but
Throws the
I
whole
feel
mic
like
at him.
you are the most, I don't know how to put this. You're the most in tune with the gospel, right?
Oh, you.
In this motherfucking building.
My little church baby.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, this is not coming at you in any way. I
Yeah,
actually
no, what's
respect
up?
it a
We
lot.
respect it. I love
I
it.
respect it a lot.
From whom all blessings flow.
Yeah.
So my question to you is the power of the tongue, right? God forgive us, they thinking dirty, but we're not talking dirty. The power of the tongue,
God,
putting
don't
things,
strike him with lightning.
putting things into the atmosphere. How much do you believe in the power of the tongue?
All the way. And since he brought it up, the Bible says.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Get in your
There you go. Go ahead.
The Bible says, let the poor say I'm rich, let the weak say I'm strong. When you see people talking about like celebrities and stuff like that, when they talk about like, I knew I was going to make it, I knew I was going to be, you feel me? They call it manifestation and things like that, but that's actually faith. So, you feel me?
That's a good,
Like,
that's a good point.
Yeah.
you feel me? So,
Okay.
power of the tongue is everything. If I'm speaking bad things, there's good and evil in the world. The devil can hear you because he's here. Like, he has dominion over the earth. So, like, if he hears you agreeing with him, he's like, yeah, slide.
Yeah, right.
You feel me? Like, but also with that, we have the Holy Spirit. So we have that blessing here on earth with us so that if we take it the other way and go that way, that's where we going. So the power of the tongue is everything.
Absolutely.
That was perfectly said. That was perfectly said. Amber,
She gonna be my minister when I get married.
Do you believe in what you say and what you put into the atmosphere actually comes true?
Absolutely. I think it's all about resetting your frame of mind also, you know what I mean? For me, I know it's true because I've tried it. And for me, everything that I've really spoken about and truly felt it and truly meant it, like I knew in my head like this was going to happen for me, that's when things started happening. Unfortunately, maybe it was not necessarily the things that I wanted, when I would say things like, "Oh, make me successful, like let me be happy," I had to leave a lot of people behind in order to do that. I'm talking about breaking up long-term relationships, and I'm like, why is this happening to me? It's because I asked to be happy. I wasn't happy in those places. So you got to be prepared for what you speak into existence also. And that's another part of getting to where you're going. It's all about preparation. You're not going to get there right away. But also don't cry about the things you leave behind when you need to get to where you're going.
That part.
Kenny, what's up, baby? Talk to me.
Yeah, nah, it is. Manifestation is everything. Like you gotta put those energies out into the atmosphere, and you're pretty much gonna attract. It's like a law of attraction. Like whatever you put out in the universe is gonna attract you. But also, like with that being said, it's like you could got a little bit spiritual about it. You could ask for anything, and whatever it is that you're looking for, you might not get it. You know what I'm saying? You might get the exact opposite because it's not your plan. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even with that, you have to keep your faith, even with the putting like certain things out into the atmosphere and like the power of the tongue, like you said. But it's like, sometimes if you stay the course, like you said, there's other energies that can hear you as well. So it may look like it's everything that gold. What I'm trying to say is everything that as gold don't glitter. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying everything that glitters isn't gold. I'm sorry.
No,
You was on to something now.
You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So with that being said, it's like, you may think you want something and you may not receive it, but you gotta, if you stay the course and you know what I'm saying, continue to put those energies into the atmosphere, you'll eventually receive what you're looking for. Even if you thought that's not what you want.
Yeah, Zara, what you got to say?
Sorry, I gotta make a slight correction because I agree with everything Kenny said. But I think I said like the devil has dominion over the earth. He doesn't. God gave us that. So sorry, correction.
Ooh.
God gave us
Good
dominion.
correction.
So that's why these things that we can speak into existence can actually happen. We have the dominion. But the devil, read the Bible. Just read the Bible. He's here. Just
do your work.
Read the Bible. Yeah,
you gotta do your work.
All that, all the music. I'm a demon. All of that. That is real. All that music, I was just most fire song. My favorite song right now. There's a rapper in it, and he goes, "I'm a demon. You get me?" I gotta turn it off every time. I can't even keep listening because now I'm inviting that demon into my space. You feel me?
You're right.
All that demon time, all that shit is real. Not to say we can't listen to the music because, you feel me? If you believe in certain things are just gonna be what it is. But be mindful. Like that demon shit. Everybody saying it in their songs and everything right now. The power of the tongue is real, and for some reason, that's happening more and more and more. Watch that.
Yes.
Nah, they keep saying that shit because they think it's funny to play with God. I don't know when that became a trend and when niggas thought that shit was cool, but that's exactly what motherfuckers been doing lately.
Yeah.
Not to deter from the thing, but she said that shit,
right.
so that shit got me a little aggravated.
No, it's true. It really is. I definitely believe in it. I feel like, and not to like toot my own horn, but I feel like I'm a walking testament of it. If you watch my first episode on this pod, which was a year ago, actually, what was it, the 9th, my first episode?
Something like that.
A year ago, almost everything I said I wanted to do, short goal wise, I did this year. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to a point, thank you.
Wow.
I'm a bird ass bitch. I'm gonna bring you a bird. You a bird.
Not the eagle.
But for real though, if you go back and watch that episode, most of the things I was walking in my first fashion show like a few days later. Now I'm about to be in another 2. I've walked in like 6 to this point. You know what I'm saying? Like, social media wise, everything that I said I necessarily wanted to do, I'm on that path. If you told me 2 years ago that this was gonna be my reality, I would have laughed in your face because not many people know this. I'm cool talking about it. But like I got to a really dark place. I told my family August before that episode. That August, I think it was end of August, beginning of September, before my 23rd birthday. I sent a text to my mom and my brother. I told them, listen, I have a lot. They kind of knew I was very depressed for a very long time, whatever the case might be. I told them, listen, I don't see myself living past 25. I don't plan to do anything, but do I foresee myself living past 25? Absolutely not. I don't see my future. I don't see I'm not happy. There's nothing in this world that makes me happy. Nothing to me even matters anymore. So I just want y'all to know that. And I remember sobbing, just tears of relief, just even saying that to them, because I was like, damn, like it felt like good just getting that out there. It wasn't even like 3 days later that I woke up one day and was like, well, I have a choice here. I could stay in this. I can stay in this and continue to say every day that I'm miserable, everything sucks, and da-da-da-da. Or from this day forward, I can choose to have a better life. I told myself that day I didn't like anything, I'm going to change it. And from that day forward, I did. It takes 21 days to create a habit. And from the 13th on, innately, just mentally, it's just a habit. You don't even realize that it's second nature. I have a little saying that I always say, bad things don't happen to me. It's not because I don't face trials, tribulations, whatever. And I've said this in an episode. It's because I choose to not see it as something bad, because I have the power to be like, that's bad or not. Do you know what I mean? Like, if I'm always like, oh man, every day fucking sucks, that's all I'm gonna ever see. I saw that for so long, and all I would do is every day, I'm never gonna get better. I'm going through all these things. Every life is so fucking miserable, and that's exactly what my life was. The epitome of misery. I went homeless. My mother was sick. She got into a car accident. I lost my car. I was going through anything under the sun you could think of. Sexual assault, anything you could fucking think of. In a matter of like 5 years, like small years, lost 5 of my closest friends to death. Like, everything was hitting me like a ton of fucking bricks, like left and right, until I made a choice. And every day since, I tell myself, it's a great fucking day. Even if I'm upset in the slightest, that's not my whole day. It doesn't matter. None of that shit matters, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be happy. I told myself even when I wasn't, I hate the cliche of fake it till you make it, but fucking fake it till you make it. Because you're going to make it every time. Every time you're going to make it. I told myself every day, you're happy, you're beautiful, you're strong, everything's going to be okay. And everything's fine. Everything's great. I'm living a life that I couldn't even have imagined that I was going to live like 2 years ago. And it's a fact. The power of the tongue is something stupid. Your life is always going to suck. If you have bad relationships and you're really, I'm never going to be happy with this person. You're not, because you say it every fucking day. So maybe just leave now. You're never going to be, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, you know what you need to do. You are born with free will. You have the choice. God gave you a choice. He gave you will. He gave you the power. It's how you want to utilize it. And understand that in that, you have to sacrifice some things, because where you're full, you don't leave room for new things.
Right.
I had to lose all of those things to make room for all the beautiful things that I have now, that I cherish oh so fucking dearly. All the relationships and the opportunities and things that I have now. If I didn't lose the things that I had before, I wouldn't have them. Because if I would have, I'd have had them then. I didn't have them then.
Right.
And you have to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, because at the end of the day, he knows what the fuck he's doing. How are you gonna question, bitch? You don't know what you're doing, or you wouldn't be so miserable. So clearly, you don't got the answers. You better look outside yourself.
Don't have the answers, Sway.
And I think all y'all broke it down in kind of different parts too, because we all have an idea of what we want in life, right? Sometimes we don't know how to speak that into existence. Sometimes it's just what we want. We want to be married by 25. We want to have the white picket fence, the kids, and all that. But we don't really know how to go about it. We're doing things opposite of what we're wanting, right? So now we're creating, like you said, bad habits. And now it's, why me? Why am I going through this?
Right, you pick that path.
Right, you picking that.
But also, I'm sorry to cut you off, but with the wanting those things, you need to want more than just the having kids, but what do you want internally for yourself? And then outwardly, you will just have certain things.
Right.
You should want peace first more than you want a picket fence. You should want happiness and intelligence more than you want a child by 25.
Right, but you're also comparing ages and brains and thought processes. We're not thinking at 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, but we're thinking at 30. So we are thinking of those little things that we're seeing on TV, those things that we're being shown by. God willing, all of us have parents that are together and showing us this value of this is what we want to do. Or maybe we don't have parents that are together and you're saying, I will not be like that. I want to be like this. All those things lead into a thought process. I'll give you an example. My parents have been together forever. I always wanted that, but I got into a bad habit and I started to want things. And like she said, music can be something that is bad for you.
Heavy.
As much as people don't want to believe that, sometimes music can be bad for you. You could be going through something and your artist could drop something that you love and you like, Oh, I'm sad as a motherfucker because she just
Now
dropped
you in
that
this bitch sobbing.
right on time, right?
Yeah.
We've all been
That's
there,
true.
right on time. You like, damn, this girl really just made this shit for me, right on time, right? My thing is that can become a thought process or what you're putting into the world. Well, you know what? I don't know. I'll never be married, or I'll never do this.
Fuck bitches,
Like for
get
me,
money.
for me personally, I have a son, and I get scared. Not scared, but in a way, it's like I would put into the world like, I ain't getting married. Nah, I'm not having no more kids because of what I dealt with, right? That's not something I truly want. In my head, I truly want to be married. I truly want to have kids. So why am I taking my bad experience and now putting it into my mouth and throwing it at the world? So you have to change that mindset. And it's not an easy thing to do, whether it be church, therapy, or talking to people that really get into your brain. You have to change, like you said, habit, thought process, and push it out. You know what I'm saying? And not everybody's willing to do that. Let's be honest. Not everybody's willing to do that. They want to say they want to do that. People say they want to go to the gym. Do they go?
Yeah.
I feel like this is a personal attack. I'm getting angry.
It's not, but listen though, that's another thing that's a misconception is that like you're just gonna put these things out there and then you're just gonna get them. No, you gotta work hard too.
No.
Cause why would God bless somebody that's sitting on their ass doing nothing to work towards what they want?
And also, it's not coming in the timing that you want.
Right, be patient. You over here
Yeah.
looking for instant gratification. The best kind is delayed.
Mm-hmm.
You'll appreciate it more. It's the reason you're not getting that because you're not even working half as hard as you need to be.
Right.
Mhm.
Kenny, you ever been around somebody that has put bad, like, they won't say juju, but bad language into the world and it pissed you
negative
off?
people?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he said, "Oh, negative people." Right.
Yeah, I know how I give it up. I like opposites attract low key a little bit.
Mhm.
So I'm like kind of a super positive person. Like even though I'll be in the shittiest fucking mood, I'll still send that. Yo, y'all
5
have a great
a.m.
day.
Have a great day. It's
Dead
always
ass.
Ken. He's like,
Be great.
he's like a
Dude,
principal.
It's not being fake though. It's trying to like because it helps me too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like yo, like you know what I'm saying. Like if maybe that's making somebody's day a little bit better might make my day better. Real shit. That's real shit. So it's like that's how I operate.
Yo, that's some shit.
That's really how I operate though. But I've been
You gonna
around
say,
negative
oh,
people. I've been
it
around
was
negative people my entire
Personal
life.
attack.
So it's like I be just trying to get them out of that mindset. But like, yeah, if you just think negative, I don't think it's a bad thing sometimes because it kind of like helps you like balance out like of you being overly positive sometimes. Because like the thing is like if you're a super positive person and like positive things happen, when something negative happens, it's gonna hit them way harder than the person that's thinking like, oh, this could happen, that. So it kind of like balances itself out. But when you're negative all the time, that shit be killing me.
Okay, but I'm gonna flip this a little bit on you. What if, what if somebody's speaking negative on you?
The thing this nigga gonna do is pause.
Of course he gonna pause. And I'm usually the one to catch the pause. But what if he's flipping?
I knew.
Yo, he's wildin'. I'm sorry.
What if
This
they're the
nigga
person
started some
to
shit.
say the negative thing towards you?
If they say negative shit to me,
Right, because there's one thing about somebody that's in your circle that's a negative person, but then there's another thing to have
Give an
people.
example.
What you mean?
Somebody
Like,
that's always like, nah, don't do that.
Yeah, or they
nah,
hating on
you're
what you're
gonna
doing.
fucking, that's gonna be
that
bad.
don't.
like
it
Ken,
don't-
you could be all right. Don't join the Culture Shock podcast. That shit ain't shit for you. Like, don't do that. You probably ain't
But,
gonna
like,
do
everything
nothing.
you
Nigga
do.
said that to you
Nah.
before?
No.
Yo, I beat your
There you
last.
go.
Word.
They be like, nah, though.
But I know.
Niggas is crazy. Nah, but real shit, it's like I don't like I have my own like the thing is I have my own mind. Like so I don't let nobody really influence. I may take an opinion, but that's gonna just help me make my end decision. I'm not gonna be like, oh, because somebody said don't do this, don't do it. Like
Right.
if I wanna do the shit, if it doesn't work out for me in the end, all right, whatever. At least I tried the shit. Like, but either which way, it's just like I just feel like being negative never really got me nowhere. Cause I've probably been a negative person before, you know what I'm saying? But like it never really worked out. So it's like I always kind of try to go the other way.
Right.
So with people saying negative shit to me, it wouldn't really affect me in any type of way, I don't think.
But what if they're just looking out? They're like they're not like trying to put you down. What if they're just like,
I feel like you could spot
And
that
some
from a
people
mile
don't know
away.
better. That's
though.
the thing. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Some people just don't know better. Like if you know better, you do better type of thing.
Yeah,
The thing is,
he's
it's like
right.
if some people have just always been negative, and it's just like that's just all they know, and that's how they communicate. To go back to like what we've been talking about, if they communicate negatively, but you're a positive person, it may like kind of be like, damn, like why
It's
they
draining.
thinking like that? It could be
Take
draining.
that shit with a grain of salt. If you
But
feel
that's
like it's hurting your
exactly-
peace, remove yourself.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to step back sometimes from people that like if they're not catering to your mindset or things like that. So it's like I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, do you stay away from negative people?
Like you, Pat.
Right.
I am not a
Obviously
negative
not, I'm
person.
here.
That's for sure.
I'm honestly mad I'm here.
I may talk shit,
He
but I ain't a
complain
negative
every
person.
day. Everything's terrible.
For the most part, a negative person can't get next to me, so I would hope so. But then sometimes I do have to realize that I may be that negative person. But that's why I try to stay away from people when I'm in those negative moods.
What's the negative mood? What you be doing when you be in a negative mood?
Ready to choke you. When I'm in my negative mood, I don't know, just a time where I'm just in a space where I don't really feel like communicating. What?
Uh-huh.
What? When I don't feel like communicating, I guess. And that's just me. Like, I'm never the type to like pull a conversation out of someone. I don't want anyone to do that to me. But you do that a lot.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, he does that a lot. Like
Can I
I
ask you a
might just
question?
not want to talk.
When you mad at somebody and you're texting them, do you put them on Do Not Disturb and then just go away from your phone?
I hide their alerts. If I
That's
really don't feel
fucking
like,
annoying.
if I feel like you're dragging it, like it, because no more often than not, if I'm in a bad mood, I come from a family of tempers. Like I don't have stitches on my knuckles for
That
nothing.
makes-
Like,
that
when I
makes
get
sense.
stupid, I get
That makes
fucking
sense.
stupid. Like if I'm
Text
really
him
getting
back.
aggravated,
I'm texting back.
You keep
I'm
going?
not- do
You
not
keep
disturb.
going?
I'm not about to
I wanna
argue.
have
That's
this conversation
crazy.
because 9
Nah,
times
what
out
if
of
they
10
getting you tight?
10 times out of 10, I'm not wrong.
Oh, look, she
No,
getting
wait,
tight.
Oh, shit.
You see, she got up.
Look,
Look how much she sat up now.
I
Now
wouldn't
she's
be
up.
arguing if I was wrong.
I
so
feel
why
like-
I go on Do Not Disturb. You go on Do Not Disturb because I'm gonna keep texting you. I'll
What if
never
they
go on
block
Do
you?
Not Disturb.
I used to be like, I'm showing up. I
know
showed up
where
at a
you
nigga's
live. I know
job.
where you live.
I showed up
I
at a
know where you
nigga's
live.
job.
Go on their email.
I know
Well,
where you
I
are
was
right
like,
now.
he
I'm
worked at a
not
group home. I was
emailing
like,
you
boom, boom,
now.
boom, boom, boom.
that's wild.
Answer the door,
I did
nigga.
that.
Surprise.
Somebody blocked me. I emailed their ass. I said, you
That's
can't
crazy. I'm not
That's
doing
some
that.
old man
You
shit.
can't
Yeah,
block
that's
me.
crazy.
That's some old man shit.
Emailing.
I'm not doing any of that now.
Listen.
I put you on Do Not Disturb so
I'm
you
a-
can
Bob
rationally
Saget?
think.
I'm efficient. Understand?
Okay, I'm efficient.
You're efficient?
No.
I'm efficient. I'm like that old vacuum that still work. You
No,
feel me?
No,
I
I'm
think-
not
efficient.
all old vacuums work.
I'm that efficient.
The one that
motherfucker.
be spitting the shit back out.
Okay?
He ain't doing
Like,
shit.
At the end, the vacuum stops.
I think it's good
Pause.
too to not engage in those moments. Okay, he's fucking sick. I think
Oh,
I think in those like moments, it's good to
Unless
not
you're right,
engage.
you gotta get your
I
point
hear you,
across.
but there's a way. If you know they're not being received, here's why I say this. It goes back to the communication thing and the power of the tongue, because you don't, at least me, I'm big on not saying nothing I don't mean. I'm not the type of person that's going to speak out of anger. And if I feel myself getting to that point, I'm going to remove myself, because I have lost so many people in my life, like significant deaths in my life, that God forbid I say, and maybe I'm just dramatic, but God forbid I say something and that's the last thing I say to you. That's not going to be me. I'm not living
think
with that
that's
regret.
good.
So if, for
I'm not
me at
saying
least,
nothing crazy, though, but I'm
nah.
just
So when I
telling
get
you
mad, like when I
wrong.
get mad enough, especially if I'm right and I'm riding behind the
Yeah.
fact that I'm right, y'all, it seems like I know I be talking shit. Nah, I'm gonna.
Because if I love you, it can't be that
It's
bad.
gonna be
You
that
gonna hear
bad.
me.
No.
But here's the thing, people. I'm so calm. More often than not, I don't. As much as I talk shit and shit, it's very rare that I get mad because my temper is something stupid. It takes a lot. It really does take a lot. Pat, you ain't never seen my temper. That's how I know, because we wouldn't even be
yeah.
talking if you did. No, you. I
No,
know,
but
and I mean that wholeheartedly.
I'm gonna tell you this.
It's some people that
Yeah.
like.
Yeah,
If my
I
exes
don't think I
especially will be
have.
like, oh, nah, for real.
Nah,
I'm
I don't
telling
think
you.
I have, but
Never have,
I can
because I
see
get
it.
my mouth gets fucking
But I can see it.
insane.
Pause.
If you, because how
can
I
see it
see
too.
is,
I
if
can
you
see it.
brought me to that
said what?
point, you're about to get this heat, because I
Yeah.
don't get to that point, because I spent since I was young. I got kicked off the school premises at like 19 and had my basketball at risk, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna keep doing this. Like, I gotta work on my temper. That was something I had to keep in the back of my head, was working on my temper. Like that was, I had a mentor. Like I was really like that, like as a kid. You know what I'm saying? So you get me to that point, if I feel like you went low with me, I'm going to hell every time. As an adult, though, because I lost so many people, it's not even worth it to me. So now, yes, I'm gonna put you on Do Not Disturb while you're ranting, because more often than not, if you're ranting, you're probably the one talking stupid to me, being wild disrespectful. I'm not gonna let you bring me out of the character. So you know what? Since you're gonna act like a child, I'm gonna treat you like one. I'm gonna wait until you're in a receptive mood, and I'm gonna wait until I can answer this in a rational logical way as opposed to answering off of emotion, because then that leaves me regretting, like, oh, I should, in an argument where, oh, I should have said this, oh, this is how I should have answered this, and da-da-da. Now I don't experience that feeling like in an argument I should have said this, and you know what, now you know how after you replay an argument you're like, I could have said this and da-da-da. I'm not doing it.
I feel like
Some of my best arguments I thought that, and then I'd be like, damn, like I
wasn't listening to
and
Michelle
then,
Obama.
what if it was a big ass argument
She
over
said
a
when
simple
they go low,
miscommunication?
we go
What if it was fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Y'all wasn't listening to
can't.
Michelle Obama, you heard me?
Yeah, I can't do it, because what if now it was just a simple misunderstanding, because a lot of times y'all might be on the same page, but because you're so fucking high-headed in that moment, you don't even see what the fucking conversation. We saying the same thing, just in different ways, but we can't see that because we butting heads, and now we just went toe to toe.
Can't take back what
You know what I'm
had
saying?
to say out loud.
Yeah, type
It took me
shit.
days to realize I don't believe in that shit neither.
But you see what I'm
fact.
saying though? It's like I'm not about to go head to head for something and then later on have to apologize because I was like, damn, but like we was actually saying, nah, I'm gonna just wait. And if you can't do that, then, and I know I can, I'm gonna remove myself and wait,
Kenny,
and then
what
I'll
you doing?
revisit it.
What you doing? If somebody wilding out and you putting them on
Beat they
D,
ass.
are you putting
No,
them
we
on
stop.
D&D? You putting them?
D&D? Nah, I never.
You
I
put-
told y'all last week.
No,
I never
hold on, let
blocked.
me give you the answers though.
I never
putting them on
blocked nobody in my
D&D?
life.
You
No,
calling them? You continue the argument, or you just chilling?
I'd rather not text because I know my text come off like could be miscommunicated. So I'd rather I'd rather call, or I'd rather just talk about that shit in person.
Right.
But that's why I'd rather not a text conversation because I know I've had too many text messages get misinterpreted. I'm like,
Right.
hold on.
Live in person.
It's true. Because you can't tell tone through text. You
Zari,
can't
what
tell
you
tone
doing?
through text.
What are you
Being
misinterpreting?
they ass. Ripping they wig off.
I'm arguing. That's why I'm
She the type to chase
She
you
gonna be
around.
like, fuck your mom.
She the type to chase you around the house.
She just trying to argue with me.
all the
She's
Yo,
time.
like,
she'll be texting you in person.
Amber, what you doing?
Come back.
In the past, I definitely have argued back to the point where this person was like, all right, I'm gonna have to legit block this girl because
Same.
it depends where you
When you
take
called
it.
or
Huh?
you texted?
Both. I would do.
Mhm.
I would tell them that I was pulling up. Be
And,
ready.
and
In
don't get me
Spanish?
started on voice messages.
In
honestly,
Spanish?
Why?
Like in
What does that
Spanish?
matter
'Cause
if
it's
it was in
different.
Spanish or if it
'Cause
was
it's
in
different.
English or
Sign
Korean?
language.
Okay,
No,
she
it
said.
was in English.
Because like when you start cursing me out in Spanish, I'm like, damn, I really pissed you off. So I already know. So if
Yeah,
somebody
because you be
told me
trying to
that-
kick me out of a room.
Oh,
we
Like,
gonna have me at the top.
of course you're gonna like.
Yo,
I ain't never gonna let this down.
yo, Pat,
why you
you
kick
be
her out of
digging
fucking
your own
room?
grave though.
That's
You
what
be
I'm
throwing the
saying.
oop every
Every
time.
time.
When you
Even
be
Ken
mad when
can't
she
save
does
you.
shit.
Thank you.
He be like this.
Not us.
Yo,
Right. Get me tight.
What's
Don't
that?
give me tight.
We love Pat if he chills out.
We
Fact.
don't.
I mean, now I'm on a whole different level. Like, I
level
recently
you on?
had somebody hit me up the other day talking about, the last time we spoke, what I said to you, that was really like some fucked up shit. I really miss your friendship. Like, I hope you could forgive me.
Don't say
You know what
huh.
I thought in my head? Fuck you. You're never hearing from me again.
That's a good
Honestly.
Damn.
Not
Because-
It be like that. You
Yeah.
say something wild to me, I'm cool.
Because it
That's a
also
great answer.
depends like what you say. Because if you say something generic like you're being stupid as fuck or something like I might get mad, but not to the point where I'm gonna cut you off. But if you start hitting me below the belt, saying some shit like, "Oh, you're never gonna that's why you're never gonna find a man," blah blah blah, because nobody could deal with your ass. That's some like petty
Somebody
ass.
told you that?
And this is something that you must have been thinking because that shit just don't come out of your
Yeah,
mouth.
nah,
like
that
that.
ass. That's why I
Somebody
say I
told
don't
you
say
that?
shit I
Yeah,
don't
this was
mean.
recently.
that's what I was gonna say. When people get
And it
angry,
was a dude.
That's like you got a man
The
right
power of the
Word.
tongue. You gonna
You
tell
got
the
a man
truth when
right
you
there.
mad.
when people get
gotta
angry,
stop
they
dealing
gonna
with
tell
these
the
bad
truth.
men.
Pay attention to
And-
jokes and pay attention to anger.
And that's why I was like, you know what? There's no coming back from this. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you don't. Especially, that's like somebody saying, "Fuck your kid, he's ugly." Like, are you
I'll
coming
slap
back
the hell
from
out of
that?
somebody
You're
for that.
not.
Right.
And
Nah,
I
but
don't
it's
even
true
fight.
though.
Honestly.
Don't
Word
bring
mother.
the babies.
But you know,
Nah,
what I'm saying?
I've had shit like that with the
Word
girl
to
I fell
mother.
off with, talking about my mother, my brother, my father,
what
and
I'm saying.
bringing
You
up
need to really
old shit like
break
the
something
shit
over your head.
I vented to
Yeah.
you about. Now we're in an argument because I ain't talked to you the way you wanted me as much as you want me to talk to you, and now you hit. Oh well, that's why your mom and da da da. And now you
Nah.
bringing all this shit up.
And that shit rolled off the tongue too.
Now, really
weird.
though,
Like,
if
you
I
already
take
thought
it
about
there,
this.
like to this day,
You
I'm a
always
type
say
of person.
that.
I'm still holding secrets for motherfuckers from like years ago. I'm not doing that because God forbid, bro. God forbid. Especially because I know they got mental health issues. Now, what if I say something and then you go do some wild shit? Now that's on me. No, I'm not living
Well,
with
you
that
had to
regret. You
date
gotta
or
speak
something.
with intention. And as far as I'm concerned, your intention was you was trying to hurt me, which means you was
Yes.
been thought about that.
Yo, but this is a dude who tried to get with me. I was like, you got some
Okay,
fucking
see, that's
nerve.
insane.
It was I
You
curved
like
him. I said, no,
boys.
we could be friends, but like I don't like I'm not that's not what I'm wanting.
you heard his
And then
feelings.
after that, the first thing
That's
you throw in
crazy.
my face is that's why you're never gonna find a man, you're never
Yeah.
gonna have kids because like the way you excuse me.
What's
sir?
his name?
Says a nigga asking to be with me. I can't be the same
What's
nigga
his
asking to
name?
be with me. That's
What's his
always
name?
my response.
What's
Can't
his
be the
name?
same motherfucker.
How you beat
Shut
this?
up,
Pat.
Pat.
I could probably beat
Pat
Yes,
gonna
sir.
be in jail.
Pat, I'm not. Look at how Pat. Wait,
No, I
cut
don't
the
wanna
camera
speak
to
that
Pat because
into
why
the-
I see like that?
You want to say it? You want to say it?
You a stupid.
Ready?
Okay,
No, no,
look,
no, no.
two out of-
How we learned how to do that?
No, no.
I didn't know that was a
Where-
feature.
yeah,
where
where'd
the
that
fuck
come
was that?
from?
The pink
Don't worry
button.
about it.
Wow.
Then where the fuck was that when
Yeah.
motherfuckers was name dropping on this damn show?
When we all got crazy.
When
Yeah,
niggas was
word.
name dropping on this bitch, where
We
was
didn't get
that?
no warning. Y'all just went
Listen,
crazy.
I would say that we all probably in different moments all been toxic though, right? Like,
No.
Oh,
Baby, I
know
was-
Zaria
I used to.
lying.
I'm not gonna lie.
No.
I used to be
Hey,
proud
hey,
of my
hey,
toxicity.
no,
I used to
hey,
think
hey,
it was
hey,
cute. I was
I-
very
I-
toxic.
I-
I was Krishan before she was Krishan.
I wasn't
Okay.
finished.
I was out here like
I
I
wasn't
love this
finished.
shit. Like I used to really like I love that shit. Like
Look at Tay.
You gonna tap somebody
Go
face
ahead.
in your
I
face?
tell you no, but like I was so for like the toxicity. I was so for. I love situationships. I was so for the drama.
But
Bitch,
I'm
with the
talk-
red.
but I'm talking
Till
about
I'm
the way you
crying,
talk to
sliding down
people.
walls.
Oh, she goes.
Oh,
I'm talking about the way you talk to people. Like for me, like I was saying, y'all was like, oh, you old and shit. But guess what? People don't really know how to understand how to block emails. So there was somebody that did that and was kept
Pat.
going, argued, and I was trying to get my point across. They blocked me. I said, go right to the
You
email,
petty.
and I
You
get my
pissed me
sign
off.
that's
off.
some weird shit.
That's not weird.
If
You
you
got a
ever,
message from Patty LaBelle.
I'm not gonna lie. If a nigga
Okay.
or a female ever emailed me, I'm emailing my address back. I'm dropping my low. Now we're about to fight.
Okay, so you
What?
rather have somebody pull up on you and scream in front of your house? I'm not doing
I've
that.
had that, but, like, stop emailing
You're
me.
not pulling up and screaming in front of my house. You're pulling up and getting
We can sit and
the
talk.
life shaking out of you.
You pull up to my house,
said,
I'm
yeah,
wild.
what's
That's
shaking
crazy.
out
The
of
life shaking out of
I'm
you.
not gonna lie though, I had niggas do that type of shit, but I just got to a point where I knew to
Exactly.
leave.
That's
As soon as I
corny.
said some shit, oh, I'm out.
So let me just
anywhere,
email you.
I'm just hiding.
You
I'm on the
feel me?
run.
Oh my God.
Let me just email you.
Now
That's
I'm
why
on the
I'm pulling
run.
up to your
No,
house and starting to
Pat,
argue.
I mean, nowadays you can't do some shit like that. Honestly, I don't want to ever have some motherfucking email me unless we're in a nursing home. That's different. When we in the nursing
the
home,
way y'all coming at me is
email me
crazy.
all you want. But
Kat, I don't give a fuck. You
No.
come at yourself. Like you
You
be
know what it
walking
is?
into this shit.
Pat be wanting he wants the forgiveness and he'll find it any way he can by
And Pat,
messaging you
it-
in different avenues. That shit pissed me off.
You should have never did what
Yeah.
the fuck
Now
you
look at him
did.
looking at us like,
Exactly.
is that me?
Dumb shit, like,
Pat,
in my
shut the fuck
email.
up. Pat be like,
You
who
gotta email
me?
somebody you did bad. Give it up.
Not even that.
Yeah,
Never
you
do
know
what
you
said.
fucked up if you sending an email.
You're never really having to email her for real.
Pat
What
being
you did
embarrassing.
bad.
He be embarrassing himself on
Sending
here.
$1
I'm
on
embarrassed.
that, you did
I'm
bad.
You
embarrassed.
peach.
Listen,
You real
I'm
peach
just
right
always
now.
peach. That ain't nothing. I'm
You
not
right. You
embarrassed.
turning a little more apricot than usual though.
Nah, FYI though.
I am not embarrassed.
For everybody, if somebody doesn't want to talk to you, give them their space.
Right.
Yeah, let them not
If they
talk.
may
That's
end
not
up
always
coming back
true.
later on.
That's not always true.
You want them to text you
Sometimes we
sometimes?
want the effort. We don't want it in an
It
email.
depends.
We
Not
don't
an
want it
email.
in an email.
Well, I'm
Sometimes
just saying
we
it was
want the
that
effort.
toxic. I wasn't saying we were just chatting, we
Stop
argued, and it was just
email.
that toxic.
Can you imagine the fucking
Communicate how the fuck you want to,
People
as female,
at
as
AOL,
women.
why-
Communicate how you want to be dealt with when
If
you're
I
mad.
answer your
Yes.
email, I might as well have answered your text. You obviously did wrong when I blocked you. If you're
Nah,
not,
that's not true because some females are just petty. Oh, I'm gonna say what I gotta say and then I'm gonna block you. Nah, you
Oof,
not about
I
to just
done
block
that.
me because now I'm about to say what I gotta say. And it's,
Fuck
and it's,
you.
and it's, and it's gonna,
Mid-typing?
and it's gonna
Pow,
have a
bitch.
subject on it.
a
that's so
subject.
funny. What's the subject?
The subject be like, please answer.
You a
Please.
piece of shit.
Please.
Yes,
I'm so sorry.
And with that being said,
so bad.
thank y'all for showing up. Starting 5. I appreciate y'all. We out of here, baby.
Bye.
Yeah.